Hello and welcome to Eden Rising. I'm so glad that you're here. Before we begin, I'd like to create a sacred container for what I'm about to share and what we're about to share together. What you're about to receive has been brought through with love and intention for the highest good of all who encounter it. The frequencies present here, through the cards and through the Deva consciousness and this channel, are here to serve you in your healing journey. If it feels right in your heart, I would like to invite you warmly to open your energetic field to receive what's here, and I'd like to prepare that field together. So I'd like you to sit comfortably, or stand or lie down, whatever feels most comfortable to you. And I'd like you to come fully into your body. Feel the weight of it, your seat beneath you, or your feet on the ground. Let your hands rest open beside you, palms up if that feels comfortable. Take one deep breath in through your nose and a long exhale through your mouth. Perfect. You are here, you are present, and I want you to trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Now let's take this time to expand our energetic field with 3 conscious breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 2 counts, and out through the mouth for 6. And again, we're going to do this 3 times. So let's begin. In through the nose for 4, hold for 2, and out for 6. And again. With each breath, your field is softening and opening to receive. Now I'd like to invite you to close your eyes gently if you've not already done so, and let your breath settle into its natural rhythm. I'd like you to imagine a pure, glowing light beginning in your heart space and expanding outwards until it envelopes your entire body. This light begins to take the shape of 2 3-dimensional pyramids. They are joined at their base to form a diamond. One point rests above your crown, and one points below you toward the earth. Where the pyramids meet, 4 more points fan outward, in front of you, behind you, to your left, and to your right. You are held comfortably at the center. The diamond begins to glow, warm gold, soft silver, like sunlight pouring through a crystal. And slowly the shape begins to turn, spinning gently around you. As it spins, it clears your space, seals it, and holds you completely safe within it. Now I'd like to invite you to call in the Devas we will be working with today and offer your consent if you'd like. Repeat after me aloud or silently. I call in my highest guides and guardians to hold and protect my space as I receive this transmission. I call in the Master Crystal Devas, A-mor-el, and Anrayel, whose consciousness and healing energy is woven through these cards and this message. I invite in only that which is for my highest good, only the energy, healing, and messages my soul is ready to receive. May this space be held in love, in truth, and in the light. I am open, I am receptive, and I trust the wisdom that comes. So it is. Please remember you are sovereign, and the choice to consent is always yours. You may withdraw it at any time by simply stating, I release myself from this space. Nothing is owed, nothing is lost. I return to myself exactly as I am. Your field is open, your space is sanctified. The octahedron of light holds you as you receive. Settle in, trust what arises as we move through today's message. As I tuned in today, I asked Spirit to bring forward what this collective needs for healing. I did not receive one Deva card from my liquid crystal oracle, but rather Spirit pushed me, after pulling my first card, to pull 2 additional cards. I then asked Spirit 3 times if these are meant to be received together as one message in one sitting, to which Spirit confirmed that yes, these cards and their messages should be taken in one reading. So let's take a breath and settle in. What's coming through today actually creates a full arc, a beginning, a turning, and a calling forward. And I'd like to walk through it together. So the first Deva that stepped forward today is A-mor-el. This is the energy of Rhodonite and the teaching of patience. If you feel called to do so, I'd like to invite you to draw this symbol here. I personally like to do this. Sometimes I'll draw it on my skin using a henna or a hagua gel. Sometimes I will draw the symbol and keep it on a piece of paper near my bed or on my altar. And it kind of just gives me a tangible reminder of the reading that I do and the healing energy that was brought forward. So if you feel called to do so, I would like to invite you to draw the symbol. You can include the Deva name, A-mor-el, and the information down here if you would like to. And as you do that, I'm going to read from the guidebook. This is the Liquid Crystal Oracle by Justin Moikeha Asar, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, to the author. So the guidebook includes a channeled message from the consciousness, from the energy here. And then I like to also include a little message for the healing journey today, which is also included in the guidebook, and an affirmation. I personally like to write the affirmation on the piece of paper that I draw the symbol on. But regardless of if you feel called to draw the symbol, I do encourage you to write down the affirmation as a gentle reminder of what we've discussed today. Okay. So the Master Crystal Deva is A-mor-el for Rhodonite. And it says, join me and the gentle breeze of love that I am will bless you on all levels. Through me, even the most physical hold the pink ray. Together, let us ground and anchor unconditional love into one and all, for in this moment, with you as my conductor, our love will touch all that cross our path. In my embrace, conduct my overflowing love. Feel the voice of grounded personal power raise the endless waters of peace and flow gently upon their back through life. Let your acceptance of change play a symphony of trust, and the world will hear your song. Taking a breath now, be patient, great being of light. For with love there is no beginning nor end. There is simply no need. There is only the now, and it will extend into your every dream and vision of light, a spinning star of radiant completion. In your healing journey today, if Rhodonite has come to you today, she offers you the simple word, patience. She's a gentle reminder that patience is a measure of personal power and self-love sent forth into action. If one places no love into the world and its events, the world gives no love back and life becomes painful until we reject it. Impatience is a form of rejection, either of the world or of the self. Remember that all is valid and has purpose, or else it would not be in existence. And if it is in your space or any level of your reality, you play a role in its creation. Rhodonite lets you know that it is important to love all in your world. Only then can we learn from it and be free through unity. It is very possible with the arrival of Rhodonite that you are experiencing a little confusion in life regarding direction. Her message is simple: love all, do all to the best of your ability, and never have fear, for it is simply a lack of understanding. Replace fear with love, and via patience, peaceful change and growth will result. Love is about to enter your life in a physical way. Give it space and let it dictate your future. And the affirmation is: love is my guide. It patiently lives in my actions. Okay. So something that I do in my personal practice, and you will see here that I have some tarot cards placed beneath each of the Devas. And something that I do is I like to place my tarot deck on top of the card and call the Deva to deliver a message that I need for my highest good and my healing in pursuit of the divine plan. So I have done that for the collective in this case. With A-mor-el's energy held here, I placed the tarot cards upon her and invoked her to speak through them. 3 cards came forward, and how they arrived matters as much as what they are. The first card did not wait to be chosen. She fell right out of the deck mid-shuffling, and this is the High Priestess. When a card falls before it's chosen, I seem to read these as spirit speaking without being asked twice. The knowing that I need, or the collective needs. And that knowing is already inside you. It isn't lost, and it isn't out there waiting to be found. It's been quietly stirring beneath the surface, in dreams, in the instinct you've been talking yourself out of. And I want you to trust what's already rising in you, even before it's fully formed. The second card reached forward on her own. She stuck out from the deck, asking to be seen, and this was the Three of Wands. This card has long carried patience with it, which goes along very nicely with our A-mor-el's card here. The image of standing at the shore and just trusting that the ships you've already sent out are making their way home. You don't see them yet, but they're moving. And that card arrived under a Deva named Patience, and I take that as confirmation spoken twice. Something that you've already set into motion is already traveling towards you. This is not a card asking you to work harder, rather it's asking you to trust the timing already underway. The third card was not offered easily. I was guided down to the very bottom of the deck to find it. And this is the Hanged Man. Everything else in this reading rests on what this card asked. The hangman asks you to release the need to control how or when your healing arrives, to hang suspended a while longer, not in punishment, but in surrender, to let go of forcing resolution on your own timeline and instead let yourself be turned toward a vantage point that you could not have reached by force. This is the root beneath everything A-mor-el brings today. The deepest healing being asked of you is the healing of control itself. So A-mor-el's teaching held as one is you already carry the knowing that you need. What you've already set into motion is already moving toward you, and the healing beneath it all is releasing your grip on control, trusting the unseen timing of your own becoming. This is patience, not passive waiting, though, surrender. With A-mor-el's teaching still settling in you, the second Deva stepped forward, and this is Chemotam, the energy of Apatite, and the teaching of Foresight. I hope you can see that. So as with A-mor-el, I would like to invite you to draw the symbol here for Chemotam as I read the guidebook for this card. All right, Apatite, Foresight, and the Master Crystal Deva Chemotam. Step upon my hidden yellow ray, embrace your birthright, and let me empower your free will to create and manifest your world. The path I offer is one of mental mastery. Let us create your dreams from the perfected vision and leave nothing to chance. Listen with care, as the mind is the tool of all that is good in the universe, but can also herald disaster if untrained. Each action should harm none and be of benefit to all. This can only be achieved by holding and acting through foresight, a clear vision and understanding of the outcome, a picture to which I hold the brush. Brush of life in hand, paint now. See and allow the dream, your endless potential, a gift to all of humanity. I will show you who you are, and you may act always from that space of unconditional love, benefiting all. You are a cell in the body of all creation, which cannot exist without you. Let this truth live in you and your actions. On your healing journey today, if Apatite has come to you in your life, planning is the key word. Your negative cycle that seems to repeat itself in life has been recognized by Spirit and is about to be broken. Whatever it is that you're about to enter or undertake in life, be sure to use your intuition and all of your ability to foresee the outcome. Take time to plan every step and try to remove the obstacles before beginning. Apatite is also asking you to be sure of what you want. Ignore all external pressures that are pushing you. Think and then act. Things that are yours in this world will wait. If they do not, they were never supposed to be yours. Reaction in this world leads down an unpredictable path that is not really yours to walk. The lesson you encounter will lift you back to your true path. Offer the choice to think and then act again. How many times will you walk the circle? And the affirmation that I encourage you to write down is, my vision is perfect. It manifests my life. I then did the same thing that I did with A-mor-el by placing the tarot deck on top of the card and invoking the Deva to deliver a message that the collective needs for their healing at this time. For this one, 4 cards came through, and all 4 fell out of the deck on their own, insistent to be heard. Only the first landed face up. The other three landed face down, hidden, and I had to turn them over one by one. The first, which was face up, is the Six of Wands reversed, and I do read these in their reverse positions. Upright, this card is public triumph. Reversed, it becomes something quieter, a private victory, not yet acknowledged, a success the collective hasn't fully claimed or seen in itself yet. It's the one piece of the message that's visible, right there in plain sight. But even in plain sight, it's still upside down. So you can almost see your own progress, collective. You just haven't turned it right side up in your own perception yet. Beneath it, face down, came the Devil reversed. This is the quiet breaking of self-imposed chains, old limitation and illusion beginning to loosen, still hidden beneath the surface. Then we had the Four of Cups reversed, an awakening out of numbness and emotional withdrawal, also still turning over out of sight. And the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is emergence out of scarcity and isolation into support arriving. This was also hidden, for which I had to turn it over, but it is also already moving. So every card in this pull came through reversed, and that's a whole message in and of itself. Nothing here has landed yet. Nothing is finished. Everything is kind of mid-turn, from bound to free, from numb to awake, from lacking to supportive, and from seen or from unseen to seen. This is where foresight does its particular work. Foresight doesn't hand you a finished picture, it rather reads a direction from incomplete visibility. It looks at a seed and senses the shape of what's coming. 3 of these shifts are still deeply hidden, as the cards were face down and furthest from view. But the one card closest to the surface, your own quiet reversed triumph, is proof that the hidden work is real and moving the same direction. You're closer to your turning point than you can currently perceive. So Kemotam's teaching, held as one, is trust the direction of what is turning over in you, even while it's still hidden, and even while it still looks reversed from where you stand. Which ties back into patience. Okay. And now the third Deva completes this transmission. We have Anrayel, the energy of Charoite, and the teaching of individualization. Again, I encourage you to write the symbol. I hope you can see it. It's very sunny here. I'll hold it up again. If you would like to pause the video here, you can. I'm sitting outside today, so can't really control the sun in this position. Okay, so I'll read from the guidebook again. We have Charoite, Individualization, the Master Crystal Deva, Anrayel. Called you have, now together we stand at dawn, each complete and individual to all others. Black fades to fiery purple in a day's sacred birth. Our work is inward, a blessing of wisdom and fire. For today in our sacred embrace, we have sent a message to the world of your individual return. Let us embrace all that your world offers, melt the bonds of inner eye, and wipe away her violet tears. For today in my frequency, you will know your gifts and evolve into your potential. Feel snow fall upon and around you. Follow the white tiger, Ruby's younger sister, to the starry gateways of Cetus. I wait to open the door. Individualized spark of universal mind. Feel your fire burn bright. Link all that you are into unconditional love and enter into action. The time has come to accept your part in the creation of the new earth and journey into oneness. I will await you at our home within your heart. In your healing journey today, let the spirits of your past live in you and deliver your future through self love, realize personal power, and the dictation of divine wisdom. You step now upon the path home. If Charoite has come to you today, it signals a rebirth of sorts. It's time to become the individual that you are and release yourself on the world. The first steps in doing this are always the releasing of attachments and cutting away of outside influences as they keep us as we are and make change difficult. The loving vibration of Charoite makes sure that when you're reborn in your spiritual, personal, and individual gifts, that when you're reborn, your spiritual, personal, and individual gifts are embraced. For with them realized, integrity to higher purpose is assured and you will shine. At this important time, you should expect to be challenged by the world and the people around you. They all perceive you a certain way, and most are resistant to change due to its unpredictable and often painful nature. Take care not to be swayed into their perceived idea of you, and hold tight the true self as it is rebirthed in all its glory. The new you will carry many new opportunities as the spirit that you are makes its mark on the world. Trust in your infinite spark. It believes its path has never been so clear. If you have asked for a sign or call to action, this is the most potent one available. Charoite only arrives when divine purpose is about to be addressed and sent into physicality. The master Deva of this stone often delivers messages in music. Listen to some with an open heart. Who knows where you may go? Charoite is the sacred crystal of the Egyptian goddess Mat and the ascended master Paul the Venetian. It is a whale contact stone and was worked with to communicate with them in Atlantean times. Charoite can directly interpret their songs of light. And the affirmation I encourage you to write down is, my path is clear. I am a spark of the infinite flame. So again, I place the tarot cards on top of this, invoking Anrayel to deliver a message the collective needs for healing. And 4 cards came through. But this time something shifted in how the last one arrived. Listen closely because the shift itself I take as part of the message. The first card fell out face up on its own, and that's the Page of Pentacles. A page is a student, a beginner, a messenger, grounded, curious, practical. This is the visible starting point, a new, tangible chapter of learning who you are as an individual, not the abstract self discovery, but embodied step by step. The next 2 cards fell face down, and I had to turn them over. This was the 9 of Cups reversed, which is traditionally the wish fulfilled, but reversed, it becomes happiness performed for others rather than truly felt. So fulfillment chased through outside validation rather than found within. Then the 9 of Pentacles reversed. This is self-sufficiency and hard-won success, turned instead into a dependency on others' approval to feel secure or accomplished. This is worth measured through outside eyes rather than our inner knowing. Both of these hidden beneath the surface are forms of borrowed identity, but not owned identity. And then the final card, this one did not fall after shuffling, but something nudged me as like an intuitive pull to consciously choose the card sitting at the very top of the deck. And this came out, it was the Ace of Wands reversed. So the Ace of Wands upright is pure creative spark, new inspired beginnings, reversed here into delay, hesitation, and a block on the very impulse to start. But notice that unlike everything else in this entire 3-part transmission, this card did not arrive on its own. It had to be called forward consciously by hand. So I take this as Anrayel's core teaching. Individualization is not something that simply arrives on its own timing, the way A-mor-el's surrender or Chemotom's foresight could like be trusted to unfold, but the spark of your own unique purpose must be actively reached for. This is the final piece, and it will not fall into your hands. You must choose it. So Anrayel's teaching, held as one, would be to release the borrowed identity, the joy performed for others, and the worth measured by others' eyes, and consciously call forward your own individual creative spark. This is part of healing that requires your participation. So now I'd like to combine this all into the full arc, and we can hear this message as one, exactly as it was delivered to you through these devas as one healing arc. A-mor-el asked you to surrender control and trust the unseen timing of what you've already set into motion. Chemotom showed you that the hidden turning already underway in you is real. It's moving in the right direction, even while it still looks reversed from where you stand currently. And Anrayel now asks the final thing. Once you've surrendered control, once you trust the unseen turning, you must actively choose to call forward your own individual spark. This part, I again stress, will not arrive on its own. You must reach for it. Surrender, trust, then choose. This is the healing offered to you today, collective. Whew. Okay. I'd like you to take a breath with me now. That was a little bit of a lot. Okay, now let's let our hands rest open in our lap. I want you to feel where your body is, or feel where in your body this message is landing. Is it in your chest, your hands, the base of your spine? You don't need to understand all three parts of this fully today. I just would like to ask you to let them in at one at a time at their own pace. And maybe you feel this message landing physiologically first before the mind has time to kind of decipher it. Now I'd like to invite you to close this space with me. You can repeat after me out loud or in your mind. I give thanks to A-mor-el, Chemotom, and Anrayel. Thank you for walking with the collective today. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the wisdom. And thank you for the love carried through this transmission. I give thanks to my guides and guardians for holding my field throughout this receiving. Above all, I give thanks to the divine source creator. I call back all of my energy, cleansed, renewed, and fully my own. I close my energetic field with love, with gratitude, and with grace. I carry forward only that which serves my highest good. And so it is. I want to thank you so much for being here and for showing up for yourself. It takes courage and trust to open yourself to receive, and I honor you for that. Until next time, be well, be held, and trust the path that's unfolding for you.